Today on OC News, updates from UCLA as protesters were involved in a long night of violence. The dean from the College of Communications announces her resignation, and updates on the bird flu. All this and more, OC News starts now.
This just now in tech news, the first responder on the police.
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts.
I feel blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
OC News starts right now.
Good evening and welcome back to OC News. I'm Braulio Cortez.
And I'm Amy Ariano. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
A protest erupted into violence on UCLA's campus early Wednesday morning. As a result, the university canceled classes today. The UC president launched an investigation into the incident. Pro-Israel supporters forcefully attacked pro-Palestine protesters at their encampment on UCLA's campus. A couple of hours went by before police intervened. 15 people were hospitalized after the brawl. Governor Gavin Newsom released a statement, quote, "I condemn the violence at UCLA last night. The law is clear. The right to free speech does not extend to inciting violence, vandalism, or lawlessness on campus. Those who engage in illegal behavior must be held accountable for their actions, including through criminal prosecution, suspension, or expulsion."
Cal State Fullerton's ASI is taking action as university students nationwide are protesting for support for Gaza. Here's Kimmy Garcia with details.
Cal State Fullerton's ASI approved a resolution to advocate for a ceasefire. Let's see what students have to say.
I do think that we should be advocating for ceasing fire and that it's not talked about enough more. So I think that making it more aware around campus and having other people know about it is good and well needed.
ASI's board of directors unanimously voted to approve a resolution to advocate for a ceasefire in Gaza. Some students offered their opinion on the resolution.
On a nationwide level, I'd be very happy. You know, we need our presidential administration, the Biden administration, to realize that we need a ceasefire now. This genocide cannot keep happening. We can't be sending money there. This is our tax money. This is the first of many steps, though. I'm really happy, though.
On top of the resolution passing, Students for Justice in Palestine organized an emergency protest on Monday, chanting for support of a national ceasefire and for a conflict end to Gaza. ASI's resolution also advocates for the university to continue to safeguard free speech on campus.
I think I know enough about it, but on the small part that I do know, I think that it's just really sad and unfortunate, and that if I could do more, I would. I advocate, I post on social media, I do what I can, but I think that as a whole, we should be doing more, and it's kind of disappointing, but...
On the national level, this all comes as universities nationwide have begun protesting in support for a ceasefire. And Cal State Fullerton also released a statement in support of the free speech and right to assembly. For more information regarding the resolution to the ceasefire, you can contact ASI directly or go on ASI's website. With that being said, I'm Kimmy Garcia, and this is OC News.
We got big news from the College of Communication. The Dean, Bei-Ling Shaw, has resigned from her position. Our reporter, AJ Yabu, is live from the College of Communication and has the reaction from the students. AJ?
Good evening, everyone. I'm here standing in front of a building that I'm sure most Titans would recognize as College Park, which just so happens to be the home of the College of Communications. Now, earlier this week, our dean, Dr. Bei-Ling Shaw, decided to step down from her position, effective immediately. Today, I had the opportunity to talk to some of our students, ask for their opinions and what they would like to see next. Let's take a closer look.
Last Monday, the Dean of College of Communications stepped down from her role after serving the college for 5 years. News got mixed reaction from students, some being aware while others were surprised to hear it from social media.
Actually, I was one of the students that have known about the dean resigning since someone sent an email and sent it to a server that we have.
So I wasn't aware, but I did find out through Instagram, through the Daily Titan.
Students were informed through the article posted by the Daily Titan, while campus employees and faculty received an email from the provost stating, quote, Dr. Bailing Shaw, Dean of the College of Communications, has resigned from her dean position effective immediately to pursue professional and scholarly opportunities as a faculty member. We tried getting a comment from the Department of Communications, but we were referred to Strategic Communications and Brand Management, where we were told that according to company policy, they are not able to give any comment regarding a personal's resignation. We asked students about what qualities they want to see in the next dean of the College of Communications, and this is what they have to say.
More transparency and like everything that we do, more of like funds coming in, stuff like that, just being transparent in that sense.
I want someone who exposes like the incoming freshmen to more, I guess, opportunities.
What I actually heard that was the dean didn't really take opinions from other students or like professors. So what I'm hoping is that within this next dean that they're able to let the students speak out more.
Well, there you have it, folks. For the meantime, the provost did ask Dr. Lisa Kurtman, the Dean of the College of Education, to step up and be the executive in charge of the College of Communication for the meantime. Now, there are still questions that are left unanswered, like why did she step down from her position, or what does this mean for students that are incoming for all semester? Reporting for OC News, my name is AJ Yabut. Back to you guys at the desk.
Today is traditionally College Decision Day, but due to glitches in this year's free application for federal student aid, millions of students are still waiting to hear how much it will cost them. Typically, FAFSA closes out the college application on May 1st, but because of the delayed rollout of the new streamlined application for FAFSA, many schools do not receive student data from the Department of Education until March. The White House is aware that millions of forms found to have errors are delaying financial aid offers. I'm very glad I was able to get my FAFSA application in on time. Aren't you lucky you didn't have to do it?
I am. I'm very happy that I don't have to fill it out anymore since I'm graduating. So yeah, that's good. But it's time for our first commercial break. When we return, we'll talk about Florida's new restriction on abortion, and we'll check in with Raven Esparza, who has our weekly sports update.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
The state of Florida's new restrictions on abortion took effect today, outlawing almost all abortions conducted after 6 weeks of pregnancy. Until today, Florida allowed abortion up to 15 weeks of pregnancy. This does not change just affect Florida. Just because surrounding states have had stricter laws, many people have traveled to Florida to access abortion. Now patients across the South may have to travel as far as 800 miles to North Carolina, where the limit for abortion is 12 weeks or further north. Earlier today, Vice President Kamala Harris spoke on the day the state's more restrictive law took effect.
Now, the H5N1 bird flu virus has been circulating within dairy cow herds in parts of the U.S., bringing concerns to many products. The Food and Drug Administration has reported that after major testing on pasteurized commercially purchased milk, there has been no evidence of the bird flu virus in the 297 samples of the product purchased. The FDA will continue to test samples of raw milk directed to pasteurization and processing for commercial use in order to characterize the virus levels that may encounter.
It's spring season and also sports season. Let's toss it over to Raven Esparza for the latest in the sports world.
Thank you, Amy. We are approaching the end of the spring semester, and you know what that means. Spring sports are coming to an end. Let's hop onto the green and see how our men's golf team finished out the year. Nothing better than being on top of the throne as Tegan Andrews claims the Big West Men's Individual Golf Championship with an overall score of 14 under, helping the team reach second place at the Big West Championship on Tuesday. Andrew tied his career best round of 63 strokes in the opening 18 holes on Sunday while knocking in an impeccable 18 birdies. Unfortunately, Andrew's career day was not enough as the Titans were 4 strokes behind Long Beach State, who finished first with a score of 14 under par. Now let's shuffle our way to the tennis courts as the Titans took on Cal Poly this weekend in what was considerably one of the most competitive championship matchups for Cal State Fullerton. It came down to the wire in the final match between Titans' Melina Gavorian and Mustangs' Melissa Lamette as Lamette would take a 3-set battle over Melina, stopping Fullerton from winning its first title ever and their first ever team NCAA appearance. The final score was 4-3 as the Mustangs edged the Titans to secure their second Big West title in their school's history. Needless to say, Titans will surely be back looking for vengeance. Now, basketball usually takes place in the winter for our Fullerton Titans, but the grind doesn't stop for our 2 players overseas. Former Titans EJ Anusiki and Ibrahim Doumbia are chasing medals in the European North Basketball League for the RSW Liege Basket. Anusike set ENBL Final Four records for scoring and rebounds in the game against Cholet, tallying 34 points on 14 of 25 shooting to go with 18 boards. He would go on to finish his 2024 campaign as the league's 3rd leading scorer and named ENBL's All-Star to conclude his year. Doumbia averaged 2.3 rebounds per contest for his team while shooting 33.3% from the floor this season. Both players earned the bronze medal for their team and will compete in the BNXT playoffs next month. That's going to be all for me, folks. I'm Raven Esparza, sending it back to Amy and Brawley on the studio.
Thank you, Raven. You know, Raven's sports segment is always one of my favorite parts of the show, but
the best.
I'm glad to see our Cal State Fullerton team's doing great this season. Excited to see what's to come.
Coming up after the break, we'll have some entertainment news and something about cheese balls. Stay tuned.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
How prepared is your family if a wildfire shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or an earthquake? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
What does it take to discover the greatness within you? It takes resilience.
When I first got to Cal State Fullerton, I felt lost. Then I found my community.
It was like a caring family cheering me on.
I wasn't sure about being a chemist. My professor showed me I could. People believed in me here, and I learned to believe in myself. Discover the resilience within you at Cal State Fullerton.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Over 250,000 trucks have been recently recalled between both Ford Motor Company and Tesla due to safety concerns. Tesla has recalled nearly 4,024 Cybertrucks due to a recent defect detected within the accelerator, causing it to get stuck when pressed, increasing the risk of crashes. Ford has also recalled over 240,000 Maverick pickups due to taillights that may not illuminate. The company says in their safety recall report, the body control module may falsely detect a current overload on one or both of the rear position lamp circuits, resulting in one or both of the lamps to be deactivated during a drive cycle. The issue does not affect headlights, stop lamps, or turn signal functions.
We now go to our superstar of entertainment, Cynthia Saavedra, with news on the superstars of the entertainment world. Cynthia?
Hello, I'm Cynthia Saavedra, and I have the latest on the entertainment world. The Queen Bee Beyonce and her daughter will be in an upcoming Disney movie together. Here's your first look at Mufasa, the Lion King prequel to the 2019 photorealistic film which gives Simba's father an origin story. Aaron Pierre voices the title character with much of the previous cast returning, including Beyonce Noel Carter, joined with her daughter Blue Ivy Carter. Mufasa, the Lion King will have songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and it opens in theaters on December 20th. Taylor Swift's new album is taking the music charts by storm. There's no holding Taylor Swift or her fans. Swift's new album, The Tortured Poets Department, is #1 on the Billboard's 200 album charts, selling 2.6 million units in its first weeks. It's Swift's biggest week sales ever, nearly doubling her previous records set by last year's 1989 Taylor's version. She's the only artist with more than 1 million first week sales for 7 different albums. Now Ken, aka Ryan Gosling, is back in a different movie role. The movie premiere of The Fall Guy had an unexpected surprise with Ryan Gosling appear dressed as Beavis and his +1 Mikey Day as Butthead. The actors attended the Los Angeles movie premiere of The Fall Guy on Tuesday as their characters from a SNL sketch that aired on April 13th. The actor was in full makeup and costume, Gosling with a prosthetic nose and blonde wig to complete the Beavis portrayal. Gosling, after, also dressed up in a green suit for the film's premiere alongside Emily Blunt, his co-star, in The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy premieres on theaters on May 3rd. I'm really excited about the movies. I'll definitely be going because there's some good movies to check out. Well, that's all I have for you in the world of entertainment. I'm Cynthia Saavedra. Back to you guys on the desk.
I don't know about you, Aurelio, but I'm getting hungry for a snack. Speaking of snacks, this cheese ball lover is widely known in New York. Do you have an idea of how many cheese balls you could eat in half an hour? Fans in New York are going wild over this impressive stunt. Cheese Ball Man's goal is to eat 700 balls in under 30 minutes, washing them down with water. This was not much of a food eating challenge, but more of a unique creation by an anonymous superhero with cheesy fingers. All this talk about cheese balls got me hungry, Balio.
I know. I could definitely go for some In-N-Out right now. What's your order?
Cheeseburger, no onions.
No onions?
No.
Really? I think you should try grilled onions with chopped chilies in it.
No, thank
Trust
you.
me.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for us in the studio. Don't forget to tune in to our last newscast of the semester next week.
Also, don't forget to check out our YouTube page at Titan TV CSUF. From all of us here at OC News, have a great rest of your night.